Super Sport Boxing. 1967. Boxing Fight of the Year. Nino Benvenuti vs. Emile Griffith 1.
Mandatory 8 count is in effect. So is the 3 knockdown rule. A man scored 3 times in a round is considered knocked out. If a man is floored at or near the bell, the count will continue until he rises or is counted out. They are wearing 8-ounce gloves. We are seeing Benvenuti for the first time in a contest. We have seen him in his training efforts. Naturally, you fight fans have seen Emile Griffith many times. Emile is the fightingest champion of our time. There's no question about that. He will give anybody a shot at the title. Benvenuti is supposed to have a flashy right hand. That's his best punch. A fair left jab, a jab that he can turn into a hook. He likes to fight at long range. He has quick hands, as you can see. Griffith is reputed to be the stronger of the two and the better infighter. Their styles contrast a little bit. Benvenuti keeps his gloves down low, fairly low. Griffith has been told to keep his up high. They're wearing 8-ounce gloves. They look a little bit smaller. Benvenuti, a reach of 75 inches, has 3 inches in reach on Griffith and 3.5 inches in height. Griffith, the champion, wearing the white trunks. Benvenuti, the red trunks if you're watching on color TV, or the dark trunks if you're not. Mark Kahn is the referee, a good one. One minute left in round one. It is scheduled for 15. They are 3-minute rounds, of course. There's that long right hand by Benvenuti. And Griffith to the body. Ten seconds left in round one.
Super Sport Boxing. 1967. Boxing Fight of the Year. Nino Benvenuti vs. Emile Griffith 1.
Griffith is now finding his man with body punches, calculated to slow down a fast opponent. Griffith has all the equipment a good fighter needs. He's got a good jab, a solid left hook, a good straight right, which just missed, and very good speed, great stamina. Good countering left hook that time by Benvenuti. Benvenuti leaves himself open when he makes those gestures with his gloves, relying on quick hands to block a punch. Benvenuti is used to the European style, where the referee breaks them almost immediately. In the U.S., they let them fight a little longer. Griffith is down. 3, 4, he's got to take the mandatory 8 count. There's the mandatory 8 count. The champion ran into one. 25 seconds left in the round. 10 seconds left in the round. There's a cut on the bridge of Benvenuti's nose. There's the bell. Round 3 coming up.
Super
Second to
Sport
big round
Boxing.
for Benvenuti because of the
1967.
knockdown. Referee
Boxing
Mark
Fight
Kahn
of the
gave him a
Year.
part. Griffith, the
Nino
white trunks.
Benvenuti versus
Benvenuti, the
Emile
challenger
Griffith
in the
1.
darker trunks. You can see this Benvenuti has quick hands. A good overhand right by Griffith that time. Mark Kahn, as you can see, had a trouble getting them apart, and it's warning Benvenuti, who speaks no English, so that was a waste of time. 2 minutes left in round 3. This may not be a stylish fight, but it certainly is a rough one. That long reach of Benvenuti is to his advantage, as you can see. More often than not, he's got Griffith off balance. Those jabs are barely getting in there. That was a solid right hand by Griffith. If the bout lasts long enough, that body punishment by Griffith is probably going to take a toll on Benvenuti. But Griffith is not fighting his fight. He's coming in wild tonight. 10 seconds left in the round.
Super Sport Boxing. 1967. Boxing Fight of the Year. Nino Benvenuti versus Emile Griffith 1.
To join us late, Griffith was down for the mandatory 8 count in the second round. Floored by Benvenuti. Benvenuti won the welterweight championship in the 1960 Olympics and was voted the outstanding boxer in that tournament, outpointing Cassius Clay, not in the ring, but in the voting. Clay having won the light heavyweight title that year in the Olympics. That's Benvenuti. 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's taken the mandatory 8 count. He says he's all right. Griffith poleaxed him with that right hand. 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. A great rally by Griffith. Mark Kahn, the referee, 1.5 minutes to go. Both have been down now. Now Griffith is showing the power that has won so many title bouts for him. 1 minute left in round 4. They're in Griffith's corner. Griffith seems much the stronger of the two at this point, and Benvenuti also has slowed down. See those quick hands that Griffith has. 10 seconds left in round 4.
Super Sport Boxing. 1967. Boxing Fight of the Year.
Griffith, the white trunks, having
Nino
scored that knockdown
Benvenuti
in
versus
round 4,
Emile Griffith 1.
will be trying for a knockout from now on. He caught Benvenuti with his gloves down, which is a dangerous procedure. He's got them a little higher now. Benvenuti still dangerous with that right hand. Bout is scheduled for 15 rounds. How long it will go is problematical. Benvenuti a little bit more aggressive now. He's actually winding up with that right hand, telegraphing it from way back. Hard left to the pit of the stomach by Griffith. Griffith, who was in command, seems to be letting Benvenuti take the play away from him. A minute left in round 5. Griffith is warned for hitting on the brake. You can see that Benvenuti rarely goes to the body. Griffith goes there a lot. That's his fort. Ten seconds left in round 5.
Super Sport Boxing. 1967. Boxing Fight of the Year. Nino Benvenuti versus Emile Griffith 1.
From the Virgin Islands in the white trunks. Griffith defending the middleweight championship. There'll be another title bout in the Garden on May 16th. Dick Tiger will defend the light heavyweight championship against Jose Torres, from whom he took it. RKO General, Madison Square Garden presentation. Both men have been down in this fight if you joined us late. Griffith was down for a mandatory 8 count in the second from a right uppercut by Benvenuti, and an overhand right by Griffith decks Benvenuti in the 4th round. Likewise, a mandatory 8 count. Benvenuti was more shaken up of the two, and now he seems to have shaken up Griffith. Griffith took command in the 3rd and 4th rounds, but now he seems to have gone into a coast. Benvenuti making use of the advantage in reach that he has, 3 inches. Griffith seems to be laying back to counter with his right hand. And now the champion is showing respect for the challenger's punching power. Benvenuti is putt-shotting pretty good at this point. Now Griffith does the same thing. Griffith letting Benvenuti beat him to the punch. 10 seconds left in round 6.
Super
Champion
Sport
Emile Griffith
Boxing,
from the Virgin Islands,
1967.
153.5. Nino
Boxing Fight
Benvenuti
of the
from
Year.
Trieste, Italy.
Nino
European
Benvenuti
middleweight
versus
champion and
Emile
challenger,
Griffith 1.
159. The middleweight limit is 160 pounds. Griffith the white trunks, Benvenuti the red if you're watching in color, the darker ones if you're watching in black and white. Griffith was down in the second round, Benvenuti down in the fourth. Use the old boxing cliche, right now it's anybody's fight. The referee is Mark Kahn. Two minutes left in round 7. Again, Benvenuti is getting off quicker, and he's got Griffith annoyed, or bothered, or both. Less than a minute to go in round 7. Griffith has been, ever since the knockdown that he scored in the fourth, Griffith has been letting the challenger take charge for some reason. He was working the body to advantage, but now he's gone headhunting. Again, the cut has reopened on the bridge of the nose of Benvenuti. He just scored with that right uppercut. And now the cut is looking angry. 10 seconds left in round 7. There's the bell. Emile Griffith.
Super Sport Boxing,
Championship.
1967.
Between rounds, they failed
Boxing
to stem
Fight
the
of the
flow
Year.
blood from the
Nino
bridge of
Benvenuti
and now
versus
it's
Emile
dripping all
Griffith
over his
1.
face. The blood, I mean. Round 8 is half over. Benvenuti's style now is to let Griffith come in at him, back away, and then counter. Griffith has been trying for that one-punch knockout ever since he put Benvenuti down. There it goes again. He hurt him with that right ever since he put him down in round 4. No question that Griffith has the power. Benvenuti put Griffith down in the second round with a right uppercut. That's one of the few sustained attacks of the fight. 10 seconds left in the round. Emile Griffith.
Super Sport Boxing.
White trunks, the shorter of the two,
1967.
trying to defend the middleweight championship
Boxing
against
Fight
Nino
of the Year.
Benvenuti of Italy.
Nino Benvenuti
Anybody's
versus
fight at the
Emile
moment.
Griffith 1.
Now Griffith is beating Benvenuti to the punch and has reopened the cut on Benvenuti's nose. 2 minutes left in round 9 as Mark Kahn gets him apart. That bleeding nose is an angry proposition for Benvenuti. Bout is getting very rugged on the inside again. Ten seconds left in the round. Round 10 of a 15-round
Super
middleweight
Sport
championship
Boxing.
bout.
1967. Boxing Fight of the Year. Nino Benvenuti versus Emile Griffith 1.
Challenger from Trieste, Italy. Griffith from the Virgin Islands. Now Benvenuti's putting more power in that right hand and the left. Griffith has been swinging hard most of the time. That was a pretty good exchange. Both boys have gone right hand happy. They may have hurt Griffith with that sally. We'll see. A minute left in round 10. They're in Griffith's corner.
Super Sport Boxing. 1967. Boxing Fight of the Year. Nino Benvenuti versus Emile Griffith 1.
Ten seconds left in round 10. Griffith may have been hurt by those solid right hands. Both have been down. Benvenuti in the second, Griffith in the second, Benvenuti in the fourth. That jab, a mighty important weapon for the challenger at this point. Ten seconds left in round 13. There's the corner of the challenger, Nino Benvenuti. Is still working on that cut on the bridge of his nose. Chicky Ferrara is leaning in from the outside. He's the only American in the corner. Bruno Amaducci, the manager, is the big fellow. And over on the right is the trainer Libero Golinelli. There's the corner of the champion. Gil Clancy is giving a verbal onslaught to the champion. See Clancy telling Griffith what he wants.
Super Sport Boxing.
Round 14.
1967. Boxing Fight of the Year. Nino Benvenuti versus Emile Griffith 1.
To Benvenuti by Mark Kahn, the referee. Of course, it's academic what Mark Kahn says to Benvenuti, who understands no English. He knows how to fight, though. Emile Griffith speaks very good English. Two minutes left in round 14. Just a reminder, if you joined us late, Benvenuti connected with a right uppercut and decked Griffith in the second round, and Griffith floored Benvenuti with an overhand right in the fourth. They are the only knockdowns in the fight. Both have counterpunched very well. At other times, both have been very awkward. Now there's a minute left in round 14. Griffith is not fighting his fight now. He's lunging in there. Ten seconds left in the round. There's the corner of the challenger and the European middleweight champion, Nino Benvenuti. Aldo Spaldi is on the steps of the corner. He's a former great Italian lightweight of quite a few years ago, who now has a very profitable business in Los Angeles. This is the 15th and final round. The title could tremble on this one. Benvenuti pounding his feet up and down. Some of that medication may hurt him, or maybe he's just loosening. Benvenuti talks back to his handlers.
Super Sport Boxing. 1967.
Round
Boxing
15,
Fight of the
Mark
Year.
Don has him touch gloves.
Nino Benvenuti versus Emile Griffith 1.
Another Italian middleweight challenger was winning a title in the 15th round against Jake LaMotta. Tiberio Mitri that was, and Jake knocked him out in the 15th. Now let's see what happens here. Not that I'm saying that Benvenuti is winning. I don't know who's winning. That's up to the two judges and the referee. And the scoring here in New York is on a rounds basis. If anything kept Benvenuti in the fight after the 6th or 7th round, it was that good left jab of his, which has repeatedly kept Griffith off balance and set the champion up to be tagged by other punches. Now there's less than 2 minutes to go in the fight. Of the two knockdowns, the one scored by Griffith was the more devastating because he really had Benvenuti in trouble. That was a good right by Benvenuti. One minute left to go in the fight. We'll have an interview with the winner of the fight right after it's over. Ten seconds left in the round. Here's Johnny.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the decision. Judge Leo Birnbaum and referee Mark Hahn both score it 10-5 in favor of Benvenuti.
Benvenuti. Nino Benvenuti is the new middleweight champion of the world.
Super Sport Boxing. Subscribe, comment, like, and share.